Hello everyone, I am Raju, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Freshman Engineering Department, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College, Hyderabad, Telangana. Today our topic is electrochemistry introduction. In that electrochemistry to introduction, the main topics are, first one is the introduction to electrochemistry and electrical conductors, basic concept of electrochemistry and numerical problems. Now going to introduction to electrochemistry, what is meant by electrochemistry? What is meant by electrochemistry? Electrochemistry is the branch of physical chemistry which deals with the conversion of electrical energy into chemical energy or vice versa. So in this, the charged particles are called as ions. That ions are cations and anions. Cations and anions. Cations are the positive charged ion. Positive charged ion. And anions are the negative charge ions. Now in this, electron means it is the medium through which electricity flows into other device. So suppose for example we are taking the iron rod. Iron rod is the electrode. So in the iron rod, what happens? The electricity passes one side to another side. That is called as electrode. So these electrodes are mainly two types of electrodes are there. So number one is the anode, and next one is the cathode. Anode is the positive charge and the cathode is the negative charge. Anode is the positive charge and cathode is the negative charge. Next we are going to discuss about the conductor. What is meant by conductor? The conductor is a substance which allows the electricity to pass through them. That is called as the conductor. The substance which allows the electricity to pass through them, that are called as the conductors. Example are, all metals are the conductors like copper, silver, tin, zinc, etc. These all are called as conductors. So now, which does not allow the electricity to pass through them are called as insulators. Insulators are the rubber, wood, wax, wool, glass, etc. Wool, glass, etc. These electrical conductors are mainly classified into two types. The electrical conductors are mainly classified into two types. What is meant by electrical conductor? The substance which allows the electricity to pass through them, that are called as the conductor. These electrical conductors are mainly classified into two types. One is the metallic conductor and next one is the electrolytic conductor. Now one by one we are discuss about metallic. What is a metallic conductor and what is the electrolytic conductor? Metallic conductor. These are the metallic substances which allows the electric current to pass through them without undergoing any chemical change or any decomposition. Like that conductors are called as metallic conductor. Metallic conductor means these are the metallic substance which allows the electricity to pass through them, but without undergoing any chemical change or any decomposition. That are called as metallic conductor. Best examples are copper, silver, tin, etc. So these metallic conductors having some characteristics, that are these in the metallic conductors, metals are the carriers. What are the metals? Copper, silver, tin, lead and zinc, etc. After conductance, there is no decomposition and there is no chemical reaction takes place. When conductance is there, if the metallic conductors, what happen? That does not undergo any decomposition or any chemical change. Next point, on increasing temperature, the conductivity decreases. Temperature increases, conductance decreases. Temperature increases, suppose temperature decreases, conductance increases. Metallic conductor means these are the metallic substances which allows the electric current to pass through them without undergoing any chemical change, that are called as metallic conductor. The example for metallic conductors are copper, silver, tin, lead, zinc, etc. In the metallic conductors, the metals are the carriers. After conductance, there is no decomposition of metals, or there is no any chemical change takes place. In the metallic conductor, on increasing temperature, the conductivity is decreases. And last point in the metallic conductors are in the metallic conductors, electrons are the power carrier. That means the flow of electricity is due to electrons only. This is about the metallic conductor. Next, one more type of electrical conductors are the electrolytic conductor. Electrolytic conductors are the substance which allows the electricity to pass through them, but this will undergo chemical change or decomposition takes place. And these conductors all are in the form of molten state or aqueous solutions. These are aqueous solution. So best example for that one is acids, bases and salts. Acids are the HCl, bases are the NaOH, salts are the NaCl. These are the best example for electrolytic conductor. In the electrolytic conductors, ions are the power carriers. Power carriers. After conductance, there is decomposition takes place. That means chemical change takes place. Suppose, for example, we are taking the HCl solution. When HCl solution, we are adding water. So that is aqueous HCl solution. After 15 days or 20 days, what happened? So this concentration, HCl concentration, will be slowly fall down. So that's why what happened? So these electrolytic conductors are decomposition takes place and chemical change takes place. In the electrolytic conductor, temperature increases, conductivity also increases. Conductivity also increases. So this is about the electrolytic conductors. Next, we are discussing about the difference between the electrolytic conductors. These electrolytes are strong electrolytes, weak electrolytes and non-electrolytes. So strong electrolytes are the completely dissociate into ions at all concentration. The strong electrolytes, what happen? Completely dissociate into ions at all concentration. Best example are NaCl, HCl and NaOH. The weak electrolytes are dissociate only to a small extent, even at very high dilution. So the weak electrolyte dissociate only to a small extent, even at a very high dilution. Best example are CH3COOH acetic acid and ammonium hydroxide One more electrolyte is non-electrolytes. So non-electrolyte means non-electrolytes do not dissociate into ions even at low dilutions. Best examples are glucose and sugar. Difference between a metallic conductor and electrolytic conductors are: in the metallic conductors, the conductance is due to the flow of electrons. In the electrolytic conductor, the conductance is due to the movement of ions. The movement of ions means, suppose for example you are taking the HCl solution. In that, H plus ions and Cl minus ions are present. That is the movement of ions takes place. Now, flow of electricity does not cause the decomposition of metallic conductor. In the metallic conductor, the flow of electricity does not causes the decomposition. That means does not undergo any decomposition or any chemical change. In the electrolytic conductor, that will undergo decomposition and chemical change takes place. In the metallic conductor, the metallic conductance decreases with the rising temperature. In the electrolytic conductor, the electrical conductance increases with increasing in temperature. In the metallic conductor, resistance increases with increasing in temperature. In the electrolytic conductor, resistance decreases with rising temperature. How we related conductance is the reciprocal of resistance is called as conductance. Suppose conductance increases, resistance decreases. So that is the meaning about the resistance of electrolyte decreases with the rise in temperature. It does not involve any transfer of matter. Which one? Metallic conductor. The metallic conductor does not involve any matter, any transfer of matter. The electrolytic conductor, it involves matter, transfer of matter. The best example for metallic conductors are copper, aluminium, zinc, iron, etc. These are the metallic conductor. Electrolytic conductors are acid, bases. The acid is the HCl and H2SO4. Bases are the NaOH and salts are the NaCl. Next topic is basic concept of electrochemistry. In the basic concept of electrochemistry, mainly we are discussing about the resistance, conductance, specific conductance, equivalent conductance and molar conductance. Last one is the cell constant. In that, first one is the resistance. What is meant by resistance? The tendency of a material to stop the flow of current through it. That is called as the resistance. So simply which opposes the flow of current. That is also called as resistance. The resistance, units of resistance are ohm. The symbol is ohm. So according to Ohm's law, voltage means voltage V is directly proportional to I. I current. What is the Ohm's law? V is proportional to I. V is the voltage, I is the current. Whenever we are removing the proportionality constant, we are getting one proportionality constant that is called as R. R is called as resistance. Therefore, R is equal to V by I. Voltage by current. That is called as the resistance. Next term, that is conductance. Next term is the conductance. Conductance means what? Ability to carry current. That is called as the conductance. According to the definition, conductance means reciprocal of resistance is called as conductance. What is the, see here, C means conductance. The conductance is denoted by letter C. R is the resistance. Now here, suppose for example C increases, conductance increases. What happens? R decreases. Suppose C decreases, R increases. So now what is the units of conductance? C is equal to 1 by R. 1 by R means what is R? Resistance. Resistance means 1 by ohm. So simply we are written as ohm inverse. So this is about the conductance. Now next term is the specific resistance. So specific resistance means this one found by Ohm. The Ohm found that the solution of electrolyte also offers resistance to flow of current in the solution. The resistance R is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. So resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. When we are removing the proportionality, then we are getting R is equal to rho into L by A. Here rho is called as specific resistance or specific resistivity. Rho is called as specific resistance or specific resistivity. Therefore, rho is equal to R into A by L. Here R is the resistance and A is the area of cross section and L is the length. L is the length. Suppose for example I am taking A is equal to 1 centimeter square and L is equal to 1 centimeter. What happened? Rho is equal to R. When rho is equal to R, the resistance of material having length is 1 centimeter and area of cross section is 1 centimeter square, then the resistance of specimen or material is called as specific resistance or resistivity This units about specific resistance is, what is the specific resistance? Rho is equal to R into A by L. R means ohm, A centimeter square by centimeter. Then what is units of specific resistance? Ohm centimeter. Ohm centimeter is the specific resistance units. Next, specific conductance. The reciprocal of specific resistance is called as specific conductance. The reciprocal of K is equal to 1 by rho. Already we discussed about the rho. The reciprocal of specific resistance is called as specific conductance. That is the term denoted as K. Now what is, already we discussed the rho. Rho means specific resistance. Specific resistance means R is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. Then R is equal to rho into L by A. R is equal to rho into L by A. What is rho here? Rho is equal to R into L by A. This rho value we substitute in the K is equal to 1 by rho. Therefore, we are getting the K is equal to 1 by R into L by A. 1 by R into L by A. What is meant by 1 by R? 1 by R means conductance C into L by A into L by A. How to define the specific conductance now? If the conductance of material having length is 1 centimeter and area of cross section is 1 centimeter square, then the conductance of material is called as specific conductance. Now this specific conductance having units are there. So that the units are ohm inverse and centimeter inverse. This is about the specific conductance. Now next one is the equivalent conductance. So that simply we are denoted as lambda EQ. Before we are discussing about the equivalent conductance, we want to know the cell. What is cell? Cell means a combination of electrode and electrolyte is called as cell. Combination of electrode and electrolyte is called as cell. The combination of electrode and electrolyte is called as cell. Now how to define the equivalent conductance? So this equivalent conductance simply we are denoted as lambda EQ. So equivalent conductance means at given concentration, the conductance of all ions present in a solution containing 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte which is taken a cell, the distance between the electrode and electrolyte is 1 centimeter. That is called as equivalent conductance. Suppose for example, these both are the electrodes. This one is electrode. This is the electrolyte. Electron. The conductance of total ions present in a solution containing 1 gram equivalent equivalent of an electrolyte which is taken a cell. This is called as a cell. This is called as cell. What is cell? The combination of electrode and electrolyte is called as cell. The conductance of total ions present in a solution containing 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte which is taken a cell. The distance between the electrodes are separated by 1 centimeter. That is called as equivalent conductance. That is called as equivalent conductance. This equivalent conductance, a small formula is there. That equivalent conductance formula is lambda eq is equal to K into 1000 by C. K into 1000 by C. Here lambda eq means equivalent conductance and K is the specific conductance, and C is the normality. So equivalent conductance means what? The conductance of total ions present in a solution containing 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte which is taken a cell. The distance between the electrodes are 1 centimeter. That is called as equivalent conductance. The equivalent conductance lambda eq is equal to K into 1000 by C. Here K is the specific conductance and C is the normality and lambda eq is the equivalent conductance. The units of equivalent conductance is ohm inverse, centimeter in square and gram equivalent inverse. How we are getting the unit of ohm inverse, centimeter square and equivalent inverse? So lambda eq is equal to K into 1000 by C. K means what? Specific conductance. The specific conductance units are ohm inverse, centimeter inverse, 1000 is the volume is the centimeter cube by C is the normality. The normality means gram equivalent. So that is ohm inverse, centimeter square, gram equivalent inverse. This is the units of equivalent conductance. Next we are going to discuss about the molar conductance. In the molar conductance, the concentration is molarity. The difference between the equivalent conductance and molar conductance is, in the equivalent conductance, gram equivalence. In the molar conductance, molarity. We are taking the molarity. That one we are discussing now. In the molar conductance means the conductance of all ions present in a solution containing 1 mole of electrolyte taken a cell. The both electrodes are separated by 1 centimeter. That is called as molar conductance. The molar conductance is denoted as mu. That mu is equal to K into 1000 by C. What is C here? C is the molarity. Therefore, the units of molar conductance is ohm inverse, centimeter square and mole inverse. Next, last basic concept about the electrochemistry, that is cell constant. It is a constant. The ratio between the length of the electrodes by area of cross section is called as the cell constant. Cell constant means distance between the electrodes by area of cross section. The cell constant simply we denoted as x. Length, distance between the both electrodes are L. Area of cross section is A. X is equal to L by A is called as cell constant. Now the units about the cell constant are L is the centimeter and A is the centimeter square. Centimeter square get cancelled, that equal to centimeter inverse. This is about the units of cell constant. Now in the basic concept about the electrochemistry, that mainly we discuss about the resistance, conductance, specific resistance, equivalent conductance, molar conductance and cell constant. Now we are discussing about the relative problems. Before that, small summary is there. So resistance is denoted as R. R is equal to rho into L by A. Conductance C is equal to 1 by R. Specific resistance rho, that is R into A by L, and specific conductance K is equal to 1 by R into L by A. Equivalent conductance lambda V or lambda EQ, that is K into 1000 by normality C or N. Molar conductance lambda mu, that is our mu, that mu is equal to K into 1000 by molarity. And last one is the cell constant. The cell constant is L by A. These are the summary about the basic concept of electrochemistry. Next, we are discussing about the small numerical problem. So that numerical problem is the resistance of 0.1 in solution of an electrolyte is 40 ohms. If the distance between electrode is 1.2 centimeter and area of cross section is 2.4 centimeter, calculate equivalent conductivity, that means lambda EQ. But they asked lambda EQ. Lambda EQ is equal to K into 1000 by C in normal. In the problem, they are given the resistance R. R is equal to 40 ohms and length is equal to 1.2 centimeter and A is equal to 2.4 centimeter square and C is equal to 0.1 N. So what we are calculating? Lambda EQ. Lambda EQ we want. Then we must be required K value and C value. Here C value is there, but there is no K value. Now what is K? K is equal to 1 by R into L by A. 1 by R into L by A. What is 1 by R? 1 by 40 into L. 1.2 by 2.4. That equal to 0.0125 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. So this is the K value. Now this K value we substitute in the lambda EQ. Lambda EQ is equal to K into 1000 by C. What is K here? 0.0125 into 1000 by 0.1. Then we are getting 125 what? Ohm inverse centimeter square gram equivalent inverse. So this is the problem what they are asked. Calculate the cell constant of a cell having a solution of concentration N by 30 grams equivalent per liter of an electrolyte, which is shown the equivalent conductance of 200 mhos centimeter square and equivalent inverse. Resistance is 40 ohms. In this problem, they are asked about the cell constant. But the given data is a normality they are given, that is N by 30, and the equivalent conductance is lambda EQ is the 120 and resistance is 40 ohms. So now we are taking the formula, that is lambda EQ is equal to K into 1000 by N. But they are given data N is equal to 1 by 30 and lambda EQ is equal to 120 ohm inverse centimeter square gram equivalent inverse. And what is R? R is equal to 40 ohms. Now lambda EQ is equal to, what is K here? K means 1 by R into L by A into 1000 by N. Now what they are asked in the problem, calculate the cell constant, that is L by A. We know the lambda EQ value, R value and N value. That all values we substitute in this equation, then we are getting the L by A. L by A is equal to lambda EQ into N into R by 1000. So that equal lambda EQ means 120 into N 1 by 30 into R 40 by 1000. That equal to 160 by 1000. That is 0.16 centimeter inverse. Like these problems they are asking. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.